It's time for another episode of The Get Up. What's the Get Up? It's a slingshot. It's a chance to pull back your day and launch you into a new adventure with encouragement, motivation, and practical actions you can apply to the goals you care about the most. Today, I want to talk about stress. Have you felt stressed out at all lately? Has there been anything new that's causing stress? I was at the grocery store the other day, and I was 6 feet away from the lady in front of me, and the cashier said, "Hey, how are you? What's new?" And she paused and kind of looked at the cashier like, "Are you serious?" And then she said, just terrified, because the cashier forgot this isn't the time to ask what's new, because everything that's new feels upside down and crazy and we feel stressed. And I want to talk about that. I want to tell you that it's okay for you to feel stressed out. 10 years ago, a counselor told me something about stress that I still think about. He said, one of the challenges in life is that we have feelings about our feelings. For example, some people who might be wearing black sweaters right now and have hair that looks like their barbershop closed 6 weeks ago feel guilty when they feel angry. They judge anger as a bad thing. They incorrectly see anger as something good people don't feel. So when they feel angry, they also feel guilty about that anger, which makes them feel angrier, which makes them feel guiltier. And then you just spin on this circle. Why does something like that happen? It happens because we have feelings about our feelings. Right now, that's happening for a lot of people with stress. Sometimes I feel disappointed in myself that I feel stressed out. I think, why am I so stressed right now? Why can't I be more positive all the time? So many other people have it worse than me. Why did I go from feeling fine in the morning to feeling like the entire world is going to end in the afternoon? Sometimes I have that feeling in the same hour, in the same 10 minutes, from like, things are great. Things are the worst ever. An asteroid's going to destroy our planet. I shouldn't feel this stressed out. And then I feel bad about feeling stressed out, which only makes the whole situation worse. Have you ever felt like that? Maybe these last few weeks? I've talked to a few friends and they all say things like, I'm having a hard time finding my rhythm, or I feel stuck. I can't put my finger on it, but I feel really stressed out right now. And here's what I have to say to that. You should feel stressed out. That's a 100% appropriate feeling. Don't feel a second of guilt about feeling off kilter right now. Don't beat yourself up for stumbling a bit. Don't criticize yourself because you haven't been able to figure out the day. You should feel stressed out. Why? Well, let's do a quick review of a few facts. Right now, number one, your job is in flux. That's a fancy way to say you might lose it. You might be waiting right now for that phone call from a manager, from a boss that says, hey, we're laying off 40% of our staff and you're part of that. Number two, if you haven't lost your job, you now have to work from home. That's a new reality for you all at once. Number three, your kids aren't going to school anymore. Nobody planned to start their summer in March or April. Number four, you're in charge of homeschooling your kids. You know how teachers go to school and they get educations and it's a challenging job? Well, that's now your job too. As you try to solve the rest of life's problems, you're also a teacher. Add that hat. Number five, you really can't leave the house. You're not supposed to leave the house. Number six, you can't recharge over coffee with a friend at a coffee shop because coffee shops are illegal. In this world, they're illegal. You can't go to a coffee shop. Number seven, you can't find toilet paper. That's still a thing. Number eight, you can't go to a restaurant. Not only can you not go to a restaurant, but your favorite spot, that little spot that you love, might not exist when this is all over because they didn't have 2 months, 3 months, 4 months of income saved up to pay for everything. Number nine, social media is a politicized dumpster fire right now. And spoiler alert, it's an election year. We're not even at the part of the year that I thought would be terrible on social media. We're already there. Number 10, no one can give you a clear answer on when any of this is going to go back to normal. So it feels like this never-ending pandemic version of Groundhog Day.
Phil? Hey, Phil Connors, man!
And number 11, and last but not least, who can forget, there's a deadly disease we don't have a vaccine for yet. Can you imagine trying to explain this month to yourself last January? Like, pretend you had a time traveling machine and you went back in time, back to January, not that long ago, a couple months, and you set yourself down and said, okay, whoa, I'm from the future. Let's look at your New Year's resolutions. Oh, let's look at them. We're going to need to edit a few. I've been to the future and we got to edit some of these resolutions. Okay, cross off travel more. It's a great resolution. I love it, but not in 2020. It's a terrible resolution. Ooh, cross off find a new job, because the economy, it's not going to exist for like a while. Ooh, change, go on more dates with your spouse to try not to fight over an iPhone charger because you've been forced to both co-work from the same couch. Oh, go ahead and attend nephew's high school graduation. Those are not happening. Your nephew is going to graduate from his kitchen. And instead, let's write some new resolutions. Okay, here's a good one. Buy lots of hand sanitizer. Ooh, learn how to make face masks. Own lots of gloves. Learn how to Zoom. And last but not least, a great resolution for this year is to own a balcony. It won't make sense right now, but come like March, April, May, you're going to really wish you had a balcony so you could sing with all your neighbors or like do a Zumba class. Like that'll be great. Oh, if someone told you those things in January, you'd think they're crazy. There's no way the world is going to be like that. And yet, here we are. You should feel stressed out. These are stressful times. Now, you don't have to stay there, of course. None of us do. I'm working my butt off to be positive. I'm jogging and talking to friends and reading and doing as many things as I can to turn my stress level down. I think we all should do things like that. But I also think we should all give ourselves permission to feel stressed out without feeling guilty about that. It's okay to feel stressed out. That's what you should feel right now. So hopefully you won't beat yourself up the next time you go, okay, I feel stressed. That's the latest episode of The Get Up. I'm going to go about my day now and feel really positive for a minute and then also really stressed and then really positive, but then also really stressed because that's how things are happening right now. I love that you're watching these. I'd love you to hit like and also subscribe.